Billfinger.
Good day. My name is Wilmé van Niekerk. I'm the training coordinator at Steinmuller Africa and very excited to have Keyur Patel joining us in an interview today. Keyur is currently a process engineer at Steinmuller Africa, and after his bursary in 2010 from Steinmuller Africa in his final year at the University of Pretoria, he started as an engineering training at our company in 2011 and was promoted to a junior engineer in 2012. He has completed his postgraduate degree, that is his honors in mechanical engineering, in 2013 by studying part-time. He was promoted to an engineering position in 2014 and has since worked on a number of successful projects at Eskom, Sasol, and other energy industries. 2020 being his 10th year at Steinmuller Africa, his role varied from sweeping to management, simply recording data to creating complex thermal and fluid dynamic models. He has a keen interest in programming, 3D modeling, and heat and mass transfer applications such as Flownex, Star CCM, Visual Basic, Autodesk Inventor, and 3D SolidWorks. We welcome you, Keyur, and thank you so much for joining me in this interview.
Thank you for having me, Wilmé. I'm thrilled to share my story with you.
Perfect. Keyur, so my first question to you is just why did you choose mechanical engineering to study?
I always wanted to be an engineer. I was always strong with subjects such as maths and science. I had to make a tough decision on whether to apply for mechanical, chemical, or computer engineering. But eventually, University of Pretoria accepted me for mechanical engineering.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear. My next question is, I want to ask you just to tell us a bit about your story, where you started as a student and where you are right now.
Yes, I went to school in India, then in Rustenburg until grade 9, then did my final 3 years at Mafeking at a school called International School of South Africa, thanks to a scholarship from London. From there, I got my degree at University of Pretoria with cum laude. I had a bursary from my final year from Steinmuller, and they provided me with an opportunity to join engineering training program and do my mechanical honors degree part-time. From there on, I've just been moving around in Steinmuller.
Sure, that's wonderful, Keyur. Thank you for sharing that, all the way from India to South Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me, what is it that you most enjoy about your job?
Well, working in process department, I always enjoy the complexity of the problem. I really thrive when I get to learn something new while solving the problems. We work with engineering software such as Flownex and Star CCM and Autodesk Inventor.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like you enjoy a challenge.
Yes.
Okay. Keyur, so have you always known that you want to specialize, or did your focus change when you did the engineering training or the EIT program?
I always wanted to specialize in heat and mass transfer application, but I have also started specializing in high pressure equipment design, 3D modeling, and CFD software once I was exposed to them, and they captivated my interest immediately.
Okay. Yeah, now I see you. The focus can change, hey? When you start working, it's a different story, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Working is different in different department allowed me to make a better choice on which department I wanted to join once the EIT program was completed.
Okay. What stood out to you most about the EIT program?
So the flexibility of being able to, join somebody and look what they do in each department was quite a nice experience.
Okay. And how did you feel the first time stepping into the workplace?
It is quite a different environment to studies. Punctuality, responsibility, and also limited number of leave days. You only truly appreciate the leave once there's no such thing as summer vacation. In terms of work, it was to be done, it was quite easy. And going from paying to study to getting paid for work was quite exciting.
Sure. Yeah, no, Keyur, I see it with a lot of our learners. You come from a student, and like you say, there's this summer holidays and there's vacation time, but stepping into work, it's a different environment. Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you think you would be doing in the EIT program, and what and was it exactly that, or was it different to what you expected?
So initially, I thought it was just another course for me to be done before I'm fully integrated into the work environment. But however, I found the program was quite flexible and very informative.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. My next question is, did you know from the start where you will work? And did you think you will work office-based, in a workshop, or on sites? And where do you work now?
Yes, I was not sure which department I wanted to work in, but once I started doing the process calculation, I knew where I wanted to be.
Okay. Okay. Keyur, what is the most difficult challenge that you had to overcome, and how did you overcome it?
So I think the biggest challenge was when I quoted for an investigation and I had to complete a project within the timeline I had provided. However, I did not realize that there were many other parallel projects which would kick in at the same time and was consuming a lot of my time. I was struggling with the timeline, and the data I needed from the site for me to complete my investigation was also delayed. Eventually, I ended up working 16 hours a day over the December holidays to complete the project.
Sure. Keyur, it sounds like time management is very important in your job, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please describe to us the qualities of an engineering student that will best fit our environment in Steinmuller Africa?
I think a self-driven ability to work with a team that includes non-technical members, ability to work with 3D software, be able to interpret old drawings, and background of utility boiler would make a good candidate for Steinmuller.
Okay. Yeah, Keyur, I hear out of that answer, it comes from, you have to be able to work with a dynamic team, right? It's different people
Yes.
you come in contact with.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Keyur, is there anything else you would like to share, some wisdom, some knowledge, some experience to our younger generation?
Yeah, I think the self-motivation, background knowledge on different design codes, and ability to learn new software quickly would make an adaptation to work environment quite easier.
Okay. Oh, Keyur, thank you so much for joining me in this interview. It was wonderful speaking to you and just getting some of your experience and your knowledge to share with our students at the career phase.
All right, thank you to you also for providing this opportunity.